We are ready for our final speaker of the day, Benjamin Bressington, with askalex.ai. And he's going to talk about buy back your time and increase profits, the one AI strategy you can deploy today. So it sounds like it's going to be right up our alley. So Ben, thank you for joining us from Florida.
Sunny Florida. So good day, everyone. I am your resident Australian who is here to tell you some interesting stories. So you, Gerald, you can give me the thumbs up to say that my screen has been shared, correct?
Yes, it is.
Wonderful. All right, let's the party get started. So for everyone who stays to the end of this, I'm going to be giving you a $3,000 travel certificate for free. And I'm going to tell you how to claim that at the end of this presentation. So if you like travel and if AI is just a little bit confusing, I'm going to show you how to have some fun. So we've been listening to a whole lot of fascinating topics today, and it's really inspiring. And I'm going to tell you about some of the biggest problems that we have with this topic of AI is that it's so big. But I want to show you how you can get 10 hours in your day back. I want to show you how you can get 10 hours a day, 10 hours a week, or even 10 hours a month. And I'm going to give you the ability to be able to automate any tasks that you do in your business for as little as $1. So if that's of interest to you, my contact info is here. My contact info is in the chat, but let's get to the good stuff. If you want to win, you need to out leverage your competition. And your competition right now are trying to work out what AI is, how they can use AI, and what you're doing with AI so they can get a competitive advantage. And the companies that understand this one fundamental truth are gaining massive leverage right now. And leverage maximize your output, because right now, AI tools are absolutely everywhere. I know some of the speakers today have shared like 10, 20 new tools that I didn't even know about. So I'm saving them, I'm looking at them. And here's the problem with every single one of these AI tools. There are so many options, and every single one of them can be what we call a black hole or a rabbit hole, because you get left with the same question. And many of these AI tools don't provide you any leverage. They provide no ability to scale, no ability to automate, no ability to buy back your time. Because if you're leveraging AI, isn't the purpose of it to actually leverage your time, buy back the ability for you to be able to focus on more productive and important tasks? Some of these AI tools actually increase error rates. They don't decrease error rates. They require increased effort. They require specialized skills, data scientists, people, content writers, you name it. Even the world of prompting. Like some people now spend more time prompting ChatGPT than they did writing the articles in the first place. And then that's why they end up saying, well, this stuff sucks. It doesn't suck. It's just we don't know how to effectively leverage it. And if we leverage it, we can create massive results. So the big questions that when I talk to $48 billion companies, they're sitting there and asking me, Ben, how do I leverage AI? How do I increase my profitability with AI? And that's what I want to share with you today. How can you create a repeatable strategy that you can implement quickly in your business that gives you a competitive advantage? Because if it's not doing that for you, if it's not facilitating you to scale, grow, and increase profits, improve the morale of your workplace, then what's the point? Is it just another shiny technology? So here's the one AI strategy that you can deploy today. I'm going to give it to you 100%, not going to hold anything back. And if you're watching this video, I can promise you without a word of a lie, shadow of a doubt, that you can implement this strategy. It requires no coding skills. It requires no master's degree in AI or computer science. And it'll certainly make you look like a rock star. On average, it gives people back 10 plus hours or more. I actually just saved one of the people that I was doing this for over $1,000 a month in his first 2 weeks. So I know it can increase profitability. I know it reduces error rates, and it can make massive change in people's lives. So here's the secret. If you're in business, if you're in any type of role right now, any type of management role, the billions are actually in the boring. And I speak to a lot of companies at the moment, and their biggest frustration is finding people to do consistently boring tasks, data entry, input, customer follow-up, lead follow-up, sales follow-up. This is the boring stuff that people are actually finding a hard time getting people, their employees, to actually do. Reporting is another big challenge. And that's why I said there's billions in the boring. So here's the actual strategy for you. I want you to think about what you do at the computer every single day. What are the repetitive tasks? And in the chat right now, what I want you to do is I want you to put in 3 repetitive, tedious, and boring tasks that you do in front of the computer. You may do it weekly, you might do it monthly, it could be a certain report, it could be transcribing articles, it could be copying data from one system to another. One of the clients that we had literally had 2 full-time employees before we started working with them, 2 full-time employees that were literally copying data to create doctor referral letters. And each letter took on average 10 minutes. And we were literally able to help them automate that process to have those 2 employees become now profit producing rather than an expense burden on the company. And that's a massive, massive productivity increase. So here's the caveat for what we're talking about right now. I'm not talking about the stuff that you find tedious, like doing the washing, doing the dishes, doing the laundry, mowing the lawn, that type of stuff. I'm talking about tasks you do at the computer that are either online or offline. And here's a bit of a cheat sheet for you. So here's things I want you to think about. Invoice generation, order processing. If you run an e-commerce store, you might have to delist products that are out of stock. You might have to scan products for pricing changes if you're drop shipping. You might have to update product descriptions. I was just helping one lady who has like over 1,000 products in her Etsy store, and we were able to automate the updating of her product listings, saving her about 18 hours per week updating and changing product descriptions and product listings and things like that. That is a massive freedom for that lady because she now can take the weekend off. Here's one of the biggest problems that I've seen. People are now moving the work that they do, the tedious, repetitive, computer-based work. They're moving it to when the kids go to sleep in the evening. They're moving it to the weekends. I spoke to one company who, and the manager said they hadn't taken a vacation in 10 years without their laptop. And because what they would do is they would go on vacation and they would take their laptop with them and they would literally sit in the hotel lobby or the hotel room and literally work on reports, work on the tedious data entry stuff, invoices, presentations, all this type of stuff when they were meant to be on vacation. So our remote work and what we do with our remote work has completely shifted. So the question is what are you doing with AI that's allowing you to create freedom and buy back your time with these types of tedious, repetitive tasks? And this is where the competitive advantage is in the marketplace today. And I know I've only got a few minutes left. So here's the thing. Get 10 hours back. Here's the AI strategy. Automate the repetitive tasks. You're like, Ben, I don't know. I know you're Australian and all, but that sounds a little bit simple. There's a lot of power in simple strategies because I can show you how to automate repetitive, tedious tasks, like buy back 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, an hour or 2 there. That increases profits significantly, be it either a 1-person company or a 100,000-person company. There's a lot of opportunity here and massive amounts of freedom. But you might be like, well, Ben, how do I do this? This sounds like a little bit of rocket science. Well, real simple. Automate your tasks that you do by recording your screen. If you record your screen, you can use Loom, you can use Zoom, and literally record your screen of you doing a task online or offline. And if you email it to our team, we will literally be able to automate that task for you so it can happen automatically by itself. And we will literally deliver for you an AI assistant that can work for you in over 99 different languages. That's right. This is not English specific. We just did a task for a client which worked in literally 7 languages. And what it did is they would buy cold email lists and they would actually clean the emails before they send. So it actually improved the efficiency of their marketing. Massive opportunity here. Massive opportunity. So there's 2 types of AI assistants that you can create for you if you do this right. You can create what we call a helper assistant. And a helper assistant is for when, let's say you've got a task where there's 3 to 5 steps. The AI may do 3 of the 5 steps. So it'll do step 1, step 2, step 3. An example of that is like filling in forms on a website. We do a lot of this in financial services or government websites where those, the forms are really tedious and they time out. By the time you've got to the bottom of the form, it says, this form has timed out. And you have to reload all that information and you do it all again. And like the form is a tedious process. We can literally automate that entire process and completing that form. So then you can just approve the form, validate it, and submit it. So we've saved minutes or hours. The other option is we can provide you with automated assistance. And these are 100% autonomous, and they can be triggered like to happen at 5 a.m. every single day. There was one client we just literally helped. We were able to complete a process that takes them right now 15 business days to complete. 15 business days of auditing now is getting completed in about 2.5 hours. It is quite phenomenal, the difference that that is making for that company. And it's now allowing them to scale, because a lot of companies don't realize that they've got a growth problem because they haven't automated their operations, their client fulfillment. So they hit this bottleneck. So they get a new client in and they've got a fulfillment issue. They've got a fulfillment issue. They've got a fulfillment issue. And then they get new clients, or they can't bring on new clients because they have a fulfillment issue. Imagine if you can remove the cap on your fulfillment issue, and you can now start to onboard more clients with ease. You can onboard clients faster, and you can deliver more consistency to your clients. That's the massive opportunity we're talking about here. So automating the boring stuff doesn't need to be super sexy, but it can create massive, massive profits for your company, because what we can provide you with is an unlimited AI robot workforce. What if, hypothetically, you had a robot workforce that worked for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, showed up, rain, hail, or shine, did the job, did it accurately, didn't complain, and just did the work. Imagine what a difference that could make for you in your role, in your happiness. Could you spend more time with your family? Could you spend more time with your kids? Could you be more productive at work? Could you improve company morale? Like, how could you provide better resources for people within the company? So the strategy is really simple. Use AI to automate the boring. It'll increase efficiency, it'll increase engagement, and it'll increase profitability. And for all the coaches, consultants, agencies, and other smart people on this call, I'm going to give you a question. How do you leverage the opportunity of AI that you've been seeing today? You can become an Ask Alex automation professional if this is of interest, and we can show you how you can convert your current intellectual property into AI software that you can sell on a monthly subscription to your clients. So imagine if you're able to take all of your knowledge and skills and power and convert it into software that you could deliver into your clients to improve their operation. Or you could leverage our IP systems and allow you to scale and grow. So there's going to be a whole new world and realm of people who are getting transitioned out of certain roles. But if you are an automation professional and can help people improve their organizations, I can promise you there's a massive level of opportunity here. So I said, if you want a $3,000 travel certificate, you can claim it. You can claim it by emailing help@askalex.ai. It's completely free. We will literally send you a travel certificate, which is worth up to $3,000, and you can use it to travel to thousands of locations around the world. If you want it, help@askalex.ai.com is where you can email it. If you want to schedule a time to chat with me, if you want to tell me I'm stupid and absolutely crazy, you can do it there. And if you love this presentation, give it a thumbs up, share it with the world, and let me know if you know anybody who'd be interested in automating their life. So there you go. Thanks, Gerald.
Thank you very much, Ben. You closed things up with a bang. Thank you.